Hey guys, this is Jose with 2G1VG here. We are going to be going over Pokemon Sword and Shield. Um, the leaks, they have been exploding everywhere. As you can see, it's 90% or more been covered in regards to everything going on here. It has been a fantastic amount of information that's been coming out. Personally, I'm really excited about what we see going on here. From what I see, most of the YouTubers, they've covered everything. They've covered pretty much everything that you could think of when it comes to the leaks and everything going forward. Definitely some really good information. I will also be covering some of the information here going forward. The only thing, though, is I will be doing something a little bit different this time. I'm going to be going and trying to pick out a team for my playthrough. I'm going to be pre-ordering Sword and Shield, or I should say I pre-ordered Sword and Shield. I'm going to be doing my playthroughs through Shield though, just because I think Zamazenta is absolutely cooler. But hey, to each his own. That Galarian Ponyta. So, but really, I'm excited for that. There will be spoilers. If you are avoiding any spoilers, by all means, I would see if we can watch a video that doesn't have those. This one will have some. So, but by all means, should be fun to pick out a team here. It's going to be for my first playthrough in Sword, Shield, or I'm sorry, in Shield. Sword might be a little bit different on the stuff I don't pick, but yeah, we're going to go ahead and do that. As I go ahead and pick out a team here, if you guys are starting to think of what teams you guys want, y'all can kind of go through this with me. By all means, please be present. We'll go through this together. But let's get this started. Let's see. We are going to start with... let's go ahead and start with what we want in terms of a team. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna open my chat because I have like the window display open right now, so I can't see what anyone's saying, if anyone's saying anything. But if I open it on my phone, I can see if anyone comments or whatever. So we'll do it this way. But all right, let's go ahead and get this started. As I said, there may be spoilers. To each his own. If you don't want to see them, but let's go ahead and get this started. Now, this time, this playthrough, I've decided that I'm going to only pick teams from the new generation, at least on my playthrough in Shield. If I decide to do anything else, or pick any other Pokemons, they're going to probably be in Sword. So it's, I don't know, it's a bit of a tough one because there's not such a big variety in terms of like typings and everything. So I kind of looked at it earlier and I was just like, but we'll see what we can do. In the background, I do have some T-Pain playing, so if you hear some music, that's what you're listening to. And of course, shout out to Central Pokemon Leaks, the ones that provided all this information or are displaying this information here for me to go ahead and see. And of course, credit to whoever was the one that posted it out here. No, it's not the greatest thing considering they might be getting in trouble, but hopefully it doesn't turn out too bad for them. But alright, let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to open this one just because, honestly, it has everything on here. But I will be kind of scrolling down just to have like a bigger image. Starting off with who I want as a starter. To be honest, you know what? No, I'm going to go with the other one because I kind of want a better vision of this. Let's see. There's so much information here, it's ridiculous. Some of these Pokemon, just wow. For example, this guy. Wow, what is this? He looks like he belongs in the Ultra Zone or something, or, from frickin' Ultra Sun and Moon. But let's go ahead. Wow, there's just so much information has been flying off the charts here. I feel like I should scroll like to the very bottom where like everything starts and just kind of like work my way up in terms of just to pick a team. But actually, we are starting with starters. I'm leaning towards this guy. Because look at him. First of all, someone made a comment on another YouTube video that they reminded him of Naruto, and I'm over here just like, I see it. He's got, the little mouth covering him, the little yellow bandana kind of thing going on here, little suit. I like it. I dig it. I was already going towards Score Bunny as my starter. I kind of did a list of all the starters I've picked so far, and Score Bunny, I think it was time for Fire type, because I thought that most of my typings that I've chosen going up was fire? No, I think that's actually the least I've picked. I think I've picked more water and grass. So I was just like, really? I thought I had more fires. But yeah, I think it's time I go back to fire, and I don't know. I don't know. I dig him. I will say the one that I was for sure not going to pick was Sobble. I was really sure I wasn't going to pick Sobble. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Really cool of y'all. As I said, if y'all don't want to get spoiled, please close your eyes or something, take a different video out. But if you are looking to go ahead and pick a team with me, by all means. But yeah, so far, I don't know. There's so many cool. And some people really don't like this generation, but I'm like, how can't you? And this is what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't liking Sobble at all, and then I saw this, and I was just like, this is awesome. This is awesome. This is beautiful. Like, I went from thinking this was probably the worst starter you could have picked to, like, all I see is a ninja slash a spy slash a cowboy. Like, I'm thinking, how do I say this? I'm thinking, like, a water Rango mixed with Sly Cooper. You know what I mean? Like, and Yusuke from freaking Yu Yu Hakusho with his, water spirit gun. You know what I mean? Like, how sick is that? Like, he just made freaking Sceptile look uncool. You know what I mean? Like they belong in a clique together or something. So I don't know. Like, if I do play, like, I think on my sword playthrough, I really might go with Sobble, as much as I didn't think I was gonna pick the water type this time, but just because how cool he looks here. And honestly, I was looking through the typings earlier, not too many water options that looked appealing. So we'll have to see about that. But did I already pass? Did I already pass him? Did I already pass him? I'm looking for the grass one, just because I know they have a good image of the grass starter here somewhere. Yeah, right here. I don't know. Like, I guess there's been some controversy over it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know that the squirrel Pokemon. He looks pretty. He looks pretty dope. But I don't know. Hopefully, he has a good ability, which is kind of what I'm hoping for him to have. Um, but yeah, let's see. This guy. Thanks again for the follow. I appreciate it. Everyone tuning in. We're just having some fun here. Looking at what Pokemon's we're gonna pick for the teams going forward. I don't think it's actually version exclusive. I think it's everyone's going to be have it available because it's also going to be a Gigantamax version of it, and I think those are for everyone. I don't think besides like Tyranitar and or Larvitar and Dano, I think those are so far from what I saw the only version exclusives. But from aside from those, I don't know much in terms of Gigantamax that are going to be exclusive, and then of course Eevee and Pikachu due to their, if you had their information saved on your game, so we'll have to look at that. But this guy here, he looks cool. I don't have a problem with him visually. I think he is. But the thing about the grass starters is that to me, there's always the three. You got like the land turtle-ish looking Pokemon. You got the snake-looking Pokemon, and then you got the big, bulky, whatever heck it is, Pokemon for grass types. And I don't know, I just feel like it lacks originality in that department. The instrument, I like it, I dig it. I actually love his hair. People say that it looks like an afro. To me, it looks more like dreads. I like the dreads look to it. I feel like he's gonna be out like at a beach in like California, SoCal, just like drumming it out or something. Like, he looks like he's gonna have fun, and he looks pretty beast. But I don't know. I just don't see him as. I almost feel like he's a special attack grass type, based on just with the drum set and everything. So, not that I have a problem with him, just not 100% sure he's gonna be my go-to pick in terms of a starter. So if I'm making a team of if I'm making a team of 6 right now, I'm telling you, I'm leaning towards Scorbunny, just because overall Scorbunny just I don't know. Like someone said earlier, he's gonna look like he looks like a freaking ninja, which I thought was a fantastic description of him. But yeah, this is the Gigantamax version, which his little cloud is here where they usually are at, and look how long he is. I feel like this is like a freaking what was his name? Shenron from like Dragon Ball Z, just insanely long for no reason. Um, and honestly, I don't really mind bugs, but like centipedes are the only thing I definitely don't like. So I'm over here just like, I don't think I'm gonna put him in my team, but but you know, to each his own. But he's pretty legit. Let's see. So yeah, yeah, this image didn't really do him justice. When I saw this, I was like, I'm not going with this guy. He's not that interesting. But then that other image that I saw, I just thought it made him look so cool. Um, so, all right, we got fire, right? We got fire in the team. We got the fire starter. So I'm trying to get as many typings as possible. I'm really digging Impidimp. A lot of people don't like his evolution line. They think he's terrible. I love it. I'm a huge fan of like Onimusha and just like that universe, the demon samurai kind of feel to them. I love that shit, and this looks exactly like what it should be. It looks fantastic. It is a little bit dark, and I understand why people say that maybe this is the wrong, platform for a creature like this, but I don't know. I dig it, and I think it's about time we get something a little bit different. His Gigantamax form, that's creepy. Like that little silhouette they showed. I don't know if I'm gonna mess with that. That's a little creepy for me, even. But aside from that, I think he's pretty legit, and I think his typing is fantastic. Dark Fairy, I think that's a fantastic typing. It covers so much. I'm assuming he's going to be bulky. I'm assuming he's going to be able to tank well and dish it out well. So I feel like he's going to be a good fit for the team, in my opinion. Let's see what else we got. This guy, he looks super cool. I didn't care. I'm not a fan, and I'm going to say it, and people are going to look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm not a fan of... I'm blanking on that dog type right now. Corgis. I'm not a fan of corgis. I never liked them. They don't look appealing to me. And then when I saw them here, I was just like, meh. I mean, yeah, I get it. They're gonna put him on here, but meh. But then his evolution line saved him to me. Like, to me, this guy is legit. This guy is... He looks like a superhero. You know what I mean? Like, he looks like his base speed is gonna be like 110 or something. Like, like that's actually pretty cool. So, I like him. I don't know if he's gonna be the electric type that I pick. I've seen some other really cool options. The other thing I'm a little bit upset about is I really liked Roly-Coly, and I was hoping that his line was gonna be really legit, and I wanted to add him to my team, but like this one makes sense. This makes sense that would be the next line. I was hoping maybe it would turn into like a train Pokemon, you know what I mean? Like something that looked like a train, or at least somewhat of a figure of a train, or elongated of some sort. But somebody mentioned it looks like a different version of Rhyperior, and that's the only thing I see now is Rhyperior. It's the only thing I see. Is why double it? You know what I mean? And I'm just like... And his typing isn't even really all that. Like, rock, fire. It's not terrible, but he's going to get annihilated by ground types. Luckily, this time around, in terms of this generation, I didn't see too many ground types, except for the snake one, and I don't know how hard that's going to hit, but it'll hit fast, so that might be enough to knock him out. But he can be dangerous, and that's the reason I said that I'm a little bit nervous in regards to this generation in terms of typings, because I didn't see too many type options. Like, just scrolling through it, the type options that I saw was like bug, and that was it. Like, everything was bug. It felt like everything that I was looking at here was bug, and I was just like, all right, well, I guess I gotta be really careful with what it is that I'm looking at and what I'm gonna be picking, but I don't know. Gotta make a team around that. This guy, I'm honestly disappointed. I am, because how adorable was Ponyta, Galarian Ponyta. And then, like, look at the eyes here. Like, he just went back to just not adorable. If the eyes remained the same, I would have loved it regardless. because I really like the eyes that Ponyta had. I thought this was gonna have wings. It didn't. You know what? Whatever. I'm not mad about it. I'm not happy that it doesn't have, but I'm not mad about it. But it's the eyes. The eyes is the only thing that ruined it for me, to be honest. But let's see. The evolution line for Carbonite. When I first saw it, I was like, I want Carbonite in my team. Carbonite's the one that I'm gonna pick. He's sick. He's everything I want him to be. I was super excited, and then like I was like, but let me just see what else comes out. Let me see what other Pokemon shows up on the list, and maybe I'll, I might pick him. I might not. Let me just not jump the gun because everyone and their mother's gonna be running Carbonite. So let me just wait. Maybe there will be a more viable option going forward. Looking through this, I think he's still in like. For my last slot, I think he's one of the contenders for it still because I didn't really see too much that was gonna like compete against it. Let's see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the top, open up the image with all of them, and then I'm gonna just go over the ones that I think are viable options and kind of go through them and see which ones I'm looking at more for the pick here. There's so many of them. My God, just. So far, what are you guys thinking? Like, yeah, Frostmoth. I love Frostmoth. I feel like I may be one of the few people that are actually going to play Frostmoth, but that is honestly such a sick Pokemon. It's a ice bug type. That in itself is insane. He's going to be a huge, huge, huge threat to Rillaboom in terms of battling. I think he's going to be a huge threat to him. I don't really think he has in this generation too many weaknesses except for the fire types, but there's so much to counteract the fire types in terms of like just better battle options in terms of switching out. And that's the honest like. So I don't care for Dreadnought, but I was looking through what the options were going to be that I could use to battle with, and what do we have? We have Dreadnought. That's a water. Besides the starters, we have Dreadnought as a water type to counteract fire and rock. We have Barraskewda, which I don't know who likes that Pokemon, but if you do, good for you. Cramorant, some people have demonstrated that they liked it. I'm not too fond of it. However, his ability is probably one of the best abilities in game in terms of counteracting a tough Pokemon. So, like for example, if you have a Colossal out there, or what's it called? Yeah, Colossal out there, and he's wrecking your team, and you need something to knock him out. You throw out Cramorant, and he hopefully Focus Sash on him. He could take a hit. He dishes out his fish Pokemon, and then he does like Surf or something, for example, and that should be enough for the KO on Colossal, and just stop him from causing havoc on you. So. I don't know. I don't care for his design, so I gotta think what it is that I gotta counter in a team if I decide to make a a team for battling going forward. So let's see. We have Dreadnought. We have Cramorant. What other water types do we have? We have Dracovish and Arctovish. Let's see. That's it. That's all the water types except for the Gigantamax Pokemon, Kingler and Lapras. That's my point. There really isn't too many options in terms of like typings. Like you saw what I just went through to find water. Like and just look for like bugs. There's just like bug. Where is there? More bugs here. More bugs there. What else do we have here? Some bugs down here. There's some fairies, a lot of fairy types here. Dragons. There's an insane amount of dragon types for some reason. And they're just weird looking dragons. Like, what is this line? Like, the fucking worm inside the apple? Like, yeah? And the picking Lapras from a water type because somehow never had Lapras on my team. I feel that. Lapras is a fantastic choice, I think. Lapras definitely has a lot of potential, especially now that he has that Gigantamax form. That in its own, I think, is the main reason I might have him on different teams, because I've always wanted Lapras to have some kind of evil line. So the only thing I don't know for sure, and I'm really, really hoping this is the case, is that you can use these Gigantamax forms regular size. So for example, let's just say, I don't know, the Lapras. Let's just go with the Lapras. You fight it in Gigantamax form in the wild to capture it. Now, when you capture it, does it revert back to a regular Lapras, or can it stay in that Gigantamax form, just, pocket size, where you could use it to, take it out in battle with others? Or, because, I understand you gotta, collect the pieces, and you use the pieces to evolve it and, go ahead and battle with it, and then, you could Gigantamax for a couple of turns and then go forward, but what's the point? You know what I mean? Gigantamax and Gigamax, I don't even know what those terms were, but, I don't know. Lapras, I think, does have potential. I just don't know if I'm going to have Lapras as the only one that I want with the option to, Gigantamax going forward. But it is probably one of the best ones because the typing in itself is strong against pretty much everything on here except for, things that aren't, Weather Bear or, anything like that. So, for example, Fairy and Dark and stuff like that don't really matter. But really, aside from that, but let's see. So yeah, so far we got a Cinderace. Looking for water types so I can counteract Cinderace or Coalossal or any other ground types, or anything that I can see dangerous. I don't know. I think I'm looking at either Dreadnought or Dracovic. Because he's a dragon, he's water, he looks like he's a water type that can tank. And honestly, that's kind of what I'd like as a tanky water type. But then again, Dreadnought, he has water and rock. He'd be susceptible to get annihilated by, Rillaboom or something like that. But, I don't know, I think, Cramorant's another good option. I don't know, Dracovic. It's tough, guys. Picking out a team it's always some work, right? So, but let's see. So far, I just have for sure the Cinderace. I'm picking Impidimp. I love his typing. I love that it's not just his typing, but that his typing can increase into a third evolution form. And it has a Gigantamax form. I feel like he's going to be wrecking the game. He's going to be too tanky. Let's see what else we have here. What other Pokemon interests me? Toxtricity. That guy looks sick. And he has two different forms. Don't know what they are. I am very interested. I want to zoom up on him. I want to close up just because he looks so badass. And that's one of the few things that I've been wanting is a Pokemon that just has the look. You know what I mean? This is the look for me. He's got the look. You know what I mean? He's my version of Lucario, for example. He's that cool Pokemon that the mascot kind of for me. That was they put Loki. I don't know if they literally meant Loki or if they were just his non-electric form or something. Maybe this is his more toxic form. You know what I mean? But let's see. I'm trying to get the other form if I could find it. That's still the same one. What do we have? Go for... Oh, I didn't see this before. What is this? What is this? What is this? My mind is blown right now. What am I looking at? Bro, you play soccer? Is that what you are? Are you a soccer player? Are you the mascot of this? Because man, Score Bunny, you're killing me here. I'm trying so hard to pick you. I think the fox type was fire. Let me Um, mm, let me see if I can find him. I thought I saw him a little bit earlier when I scrolled by. Okay. I'm assuming he's fire, but he could be dark. Let me see if I can find some of the comments that might have it. Da, da, da. Yeah, I guess he sort of resembles. No, I don't see anything in regards to the typing on him so far. Let's see. The little guy. It's cute, though. I think it's a cute Pokemon. It's definitely got the potential. I don't know if... Yeah, everyone's comparing him to, like, Zoroark. The Zoroark of this gen. I get it. I see it. I don't know. It's just... You know what I mean? Like... Maybe my taste is different. Some people might be looking at this guy and be like, oh, he's the most, you know... It's just, I don't know. He reminds me too much of Vulpix. And that's why I'm just really indifferent about it. Yeah, Dracovic. This is honestly the one I was looking at in terms of an option for water type. I don't know how I feel about the Pokemon Fusion. Like, let's see. This guy says Inteleon. Okay. Cinescorch. Okay. Frostmoth. All right. Appleton. All right. Dragonpult. Okay. Dragonpult is my team. Okay. All right. That's a good team. I will say you do have a lot of dragon types. You got Dragonpult, Appleton, and Dracozolt. Those are 3 different dragon types. Let's see. I don't even... What's good against... I think Poison and Steel. Against fairies. So, Scorch, Frostmoth. You might want to put like something that has at least a Poison or Steel move in there to put a fairy type. Put a fairy type in your team, I think, or something that does steel and something that does poison damage, because someone's gonna come after you, those 3 dragons with a fairy type, and they're gonna try to wreck them, and the only way to beat that fairy type is with a steel or poison type. So I would put that in your team. I would see if I can put something that has those attacks at least in your team. But overall, I think that's actually a pretty good setup you got going there. But let's see. It's such a... I don't know how I feel about I love the concept of fusion, but I just don't like that we only get that half of this cool dinosaur-looking one, and then we get the little half of the other, and you're just like, what? This one doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look terrible. Not my favorite, but it doesn't look terrible. I just know I need a good water type. That's really my main concern right now, is I gotta make sure I get a good water type. Like this, to me, what is this? I mean, it looks cool in terms of like the back, and then here, honestly, this was originally what I was gonna pick in terms of like the fossil Pokemon, but I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna do it for me. I don't know about this one, guys. Let's see. This is a beautiful scenery, but I'm not trying to look at that right now. Just trying to pick a team. Where is... He's gonna be in my team. Look at him. Look at him. He's gonna be in my team for sure. He is sick. He is absolutely sick. He is one cool looking beast, man. He's a fight type. Fight and then steel. Fight steel. I like it. I like what we got going on here. Yeah, no, Dreadnought, I think, is a solid pick. I think Dreadnought is... like, personally, I don't care for the look of Dreadnought. Like, personally, I really don't. Like, I think he... I don't know, maybe at first I was like, oh, he's cool, but I think he just, like, with time, just faded away from me. But I think competitively, he's probably one of the better options, just due to the typing list that I saw earlier. I just think he's gonna tank more, like in terms of like lightning attacks won't do as much, and I know that like because he's what, water rock, right? And then I know that a lot of people are gonna pick the Yamper, the Yamper line, which is lightning, so they're gonna be using lightning attacks, and then with his rock type, it might, instead of doing 2, maybe 1.5. I'm not really sure how that's gonna work, but it might not be too bad. For example, if he was like Barracuda, that'd be like two times damage for sure, and stuff like that. Or like toxicity, he's also lightning. He's gonna be doing ×2 to a regular water type. So the fact that he's water rock, honestly, is what's got me looking towards him or towards Dracovic, because he's water dragon. So again, I mean, it's not gonna be as good as Dreadnought in terms of defending against electric attacks, but it does protect him from others like Rillabooms, because even though he's going to protect himself from from those electric types that we see all around, he's going to be weak to grass types, and I know a bunch of people are going to be picking Rillaboom, so I think so. I think they start off as both start off as fighting, and then one goes fighting psych or fighting steel or fighting fairy, and then fighting steel. I think that's how it broke down. Oh no, it's the other way. It's so Zacian is fairy. He's going to become fairy steel, and Zamazenta is fighting. He's going to become fighting steel. So that's how they're going to break down into the typings once they get the item to help them become that new level. But yeah, that's like the other thing. I know people are also gonna pick Morpeko, the Pikachu looking Pokemon. He's also electric type. It's just, you gotta be careful with your water typings, is what I'm saying, because I know there's a lot of popularity wise that they're gonna be picking that. And then just the grass types, there's not too many grass types here. A lot of bugs and not too many grass. Like aside from the starter, the only other line is like the Eldegoss Pokemon. What else did I see here? The Apple Pokemon, the Fairy, the Appleton. He's another grass type. He's going to be doing a lot of damage to Dreadnought for sure. Dracovic, I think he's going to be the more neutral one, where he doesn't necessarily take as much damage, but he doesn't take 4 times damage either. And he's still a water type, and he's still sort of tanky, just based on the halves that he has on him. So I think Dracovic right now, type-wise, it's going to be probably the better option. And with some dragon types attacks, he's also going to be able to counter some of the... Like, he won't be useless against Appleton, for example. Like, Appleton would come out, and let's say my last Pokemon is Dracovic, and his last Pokemon is Appleton. Appleton looks big. He looks slow. So if that's the case, Dracovic is going to be faster. My dragon-type attack might land faster than his, which means I might be able to win that battle out, even though their typings are necessarily not in their favor. So that's the type of stuff I'm trying to consider, though, when it comes to picking this team. So Dreadnought, he's an iffy, but I'm leaning more towards Dracovic in this one. This, like I said in the beginning of this stream, I am looking to make an entire team just based off of this list right here. So far, I've picked Cinderace, which I'm really struggling to keep him on there because I really like Scorbunny and I really want the fire one this time around. But I cannot believe I'm leaning towards Inteleon. And not in a million years that I think I was looking towards a water type again. But I'm gonna stick to Cinderace this time. I gotta give him a chance. But let's see. So we got Cinderace. We got Grimmsnarl, the evolution of Impidimp. That's 2. I am gonna put Zamazenta on my team for sure. That's 3. He's gonna be my legendary I pick for me. Between the water types, it's a tough choice, but I'm leaning towards Dracovic, which puts me at 4 if I pick the water type, which I'm leaning towards. But Frostmoth, I think he's fantastic. Someone else mentioned him that they were liking him too. Yeah, Frostmoth, I think he's a fantastic choice. He's got Ice, fantastic against ground. Bug, fantastic against grass. He looks like a flying type, but he's not. He's going to be able to do damage to flying types. So, Cramorant, Corviknight, Rillaboom. What else is out here that's going to be, just all bug types. And there's just so many bug types here. The Orbeetle is going to be, annihilated here. What else is going to be here? Cindiscorch is probably the only one that's going to put up a fight, but he'll still probably get him. Yeah, Cindiscorch is probably my biggest threat to Frostmoth. I don't want to put them against each other. Let's see. Yeah, for the most part, I do think those are... And then, of course, the Ice type works great against dragons, which, as you see, there's so many dragons here. So I think it's a must. If you want to play competitively, if Frostmoth is going to have solid stats, at least like 570 and above, or, close to at least, I think he's a must in your team. Like, he's... Just his typing here is ridiculous, in my opinion. So he's going to be definitely in there. I think that's, 4 or 5 on one of those. Toxtricity, man, why is his name so complicated? I love his look. I'm gonna put him in my team. I don't know if that makes him 5 or 6 or whatever, but he's definitely gonna be in my team. His typing is fantastic. Poison and lightning. Lightning is going to go well against all types of water and flying types, as well as poison is going to go really good against the fairy types. And I know I'm not the only one that's going to be running Impidimp, and I know so many people are going to be running that Rapidash, and I know so many people are going to be running that Alcremie. That Weezing, he looks like a fantastic choice due to his typing, poison and fairy. Woo! Except he's really going to be destroyed by steel, but that's where Corviknight comes in, and it's the battle of the odds, man. But I think I got the team. I think I got the team for me. We're doing Cinderace 1. We are doing Grimmsnarl 2. We are doing Toxtricity 3. Frostmoth 4. Zamazenta 5, because I know for sure he's going to be on my team, at least towards the end. And then 6 is where I'm stuck because it's my last slot, but I need to make it useful, so I'm leaning towards Dracovic. That Weezing, he looks pretty useful. That Ponyta, she's just cute. That's why I want it. I know. I feel like when I see the Cinderace 3D animation, I might switch to Scorbunny again. Yeah. It caught me by surprise, to be honest. I didn't expect him to be doing all that. Yeah. It's even I'm a little stuck on the starters because I can't believe I'm gonna say I really like Inteleon, but I think I'm sticking with Cinderace at least this time around. But yeah, that's 5 of them, and then 6. I guess I'm just gonna have to keep replacing that 6th slot with whatever I feel is useful. Like, for example, I am gonna be tagging in between Dracovic whenever I need a water type. Maybe before I get to Dracovic, I'm gonna need a different water type just to get around. So I might use Dreadnought until then, and if not, Cramorant. Let's see what else. I know I'm gonna need that. I also do want a Steel type. I don't think anything that I picked has anything Steel, and Steel is gonna be huge against Pokemon like that Weezing because he's fantastic, but he's trash against Steel. So Corviknight really looks useful there, especially against all these bug types. Corviknight's going to be such a good meta. It looks weird, but I feel like his 3D might be better. Yeah, I think so too. How about that Corsola, man? Oh man, that's so sad. A dead Corsola. That's rough. Oh no, I think that's gonna be my team. I don't care for the look of Dragovich, and I don't really care for the look of Dreadnought either. But I need a water type. I need a water type that's gonna do good against the fires and the grounds and the rocks and all that. Ugh. Because Colossal he looks like he's gonna be pretty beefy, pretty tough to come against. So I don't know, guys. There's so many good options though. Oh man. What do we got here? Let me scroll down a little bit. I think that's going to be the team that I use for Shield as like a final team entering the the league or whatever. That might be what I use for that. The other thing is that I feel like a lot of the Pokemon that I just picked, I don't think that they're even going to be available, at the beginning of the game. I think a lot of them are going to be something that I'm going to have to worry about later. Like, for example, I don't think Toxel is going to be in the wild in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, he looks like he's going to be like that, freaking, what's his name? Ryolu that you find once you beat the game and, the hard part of the game, I think he's going to be that guy. Zamazenta, he's not going to be available until near post-game. And then let's see. Fossil Pokemon, as we all know, usually you can't unfossilize them until at least close to halfway through, if not further. So, because I know, like, usually when you unfossilize them, they're level 20, and all your other Pokemon are, like, level 35 to 40 or something. So, that's going to make it a little redundant. What else? Cinderace, I know I'm going to be able to get him early. Impidimp, he might be the only other one that I might be able to get somewhat early-ish, hopefully. I really hope. But even then, I'm sketchy on that. And then Frostmoth, I think he's also going to be early. But that might... Damn, I think you're right. I think that those might be version exclusive, like Sword Gates, Frostmoth, Cinderscorch Gates Shield. I wouldn't like that. No. That is not what I want. Oh boy, I gotta figure that out. I wonder if this says it here. Version exclusives. There's got to be something on version exclusives. I mean, I do know Spanish, but I'm not trying to read all that. Combinations. The fish. Zolt. Trigo. Arcto. Oh, that's funny. What's that? I do like Darumaka and Darmanitan. I don't know what their typings are going to be. I'm assuming Psychic Ice. I hate that there's no new evolution. What is that about? I was so hard looking for that, man. And the other thing is I don't see Metagross on this list either. Metagross is one of my favorite Pokemon. He is my favorite Pokemon, period. And he's not here, and that drives me insane. This is the other look, though. This is the look for Toxtricity that I was talking about. He looks pretty sick here. He looks like a freaking rock star, man. He looks legit. He's probably my favorite Pokemon of this generation in terms of looks. He looks legit. Like seriously legit. Let me just refresh this because I don't even know what's going on anymore. But, yeah, he looks legit. Where's my music at? Let's listen to something. Why are you paused? As we were. This looks like a mixture of, like... oh my god. Audino and, like, the two psychic twin Pokemon, girl and boy, I forgot their name. But it looks like a mixture of the two. Like, they just said, you know what? Put them together. You got it. Let's see. That's a cute Pokemon. I know a lot of people are going to be picking that as well. I don't know what this is about. Oh boy. Let's see. Prevolution Sword. No Pokemon. There's got to be something in here that says something about it. Looks like line presentation. Scorch. I'm just gonna like Google it really quickly. Is this version exclusive? I don't know. It doesn't say. Google. Pokemans. I actually typed Pokemans. I'm sorry. Pokemon Sword and Shield exclusives list. Let's see. Got him nervous. Sword exclusive, Dino. Okay, at least he's in this game, which makes me happy. What is that? It makes me happy. Huckmo, Farfetch, Surfetch, Larvitar, Pupitar, Tyranitar, Goomy. Why do I get Goomy? I don't care for Goomy. I don't like this whole line right here. I mean, I know it's tough, but I don't care for it. At least I get Tyranitar. I gotta trade for Dino though, cause that's like my top list of Pokemon. It's Hydreigon. As well, Tyranitar too, but if I'm not gonna have Metagross, I'm gonna have Hydreigon, damn it. But it looks like this is so far it in terms of exclusives, right? Half a Pokemon can't be catching other versions. But is this it? Because that's really 3 Pokemon that's exclusive per generation. That doesn't make any sense, is it? It's got to be something else out here. Pokemon Sword and Shield. You know what? Maybe because they haven't officially been released. If they haven't officially been released, then they haven't officially been given a destination. You know what I'm saying? Like, once they are officially released, they can be like, yes, this will be a version exclusive. So I guess it is safe to say that it's going to be version exclusive. To make a safe assumption, let me pull up the actual list of the decks. Because if Tyranitar is after Hydreigon, then it's safe to say that the latter is always going to be Shield and the former is always going to be Kumo-O. That's not the case because Tyranitar's here, and then he's here, and then he's here, and then he's here. And then if I was correct, this said Goodra. Okay, so the former seems to be Shield, the latter seems to be Sword. Huh. Haha. If that's correct, ha! It means that. Where is it? Where is it? Somebody help me find him. I don't think this is the full list, but it should be in here somewhere. Bisharp, I don't think this is a complete list. I gotta find out the complete list. Skrillith. Scroll. Oh, right there. Oh. Here we go. Ooh. Where's Scorch? No! They're not together. I don't know, guys. They're not together, so I thought they would have been because they were together on the decks, but Cinescorch right here. Ugh. However, Cinescorch is behind or first on the deck, so if we are sticking to the concept of whichever shows first between the two goes to that part of the decks, then it would be safe to assume that Cinescorch would be Shield exclusive and Frostmoth would be Sword exclusive, which would really suck since I want to play Sword first or Shield first. That means I'm gonna have to trade right away, and I don't really. That's not true. I can probably like. I'll make him have to play. Like I gotta, or I'm gonna have to go to like the trade thing online and just trade instantly. Like I don't care. I don't. Whoever wants to send a Scorch, you can have it. Just give me my Frostmoth. So I hope that ends up being the case. But for my sword playthrough, that's where this gets interesting. Because the sword playthrough, I want to do something with that too. And I don't want to be limited to just this generation. And that's going to be the playthrough I do afterwards. So, let's see. Hydreigon looks like it's definitely an option. So is Tyranitar. Ooh. Let's see. I'm just going up this list right here. Lapras. Mimikyu. Okay. Toxapex. Yeah. Maybe Flygon. Haxorus. Honedge, Aegislash, Trevenant, okay. Oranguru. Trampa, Tortonator. Lucario! Man. And then to do a team of like the two together, I don't think there's going to be enough room for everything. Malamar is here. I wasn't sure he was going to make it, but I'm really glad he did because I love Malamar. It's one of my favorite. Let's see. Rhyperior. You don't need two in this game. Snorlax. This breaks my heart. At least I have Umbreon. They really didn't put Metagross in here. This is blowing my mind. How can you not have Metagross, man? That's... Delisipati's another one of my top. Like, there's this app where you can pick or make the list of your favorite Pokemon. So, let's see. He said, I think for Inteleon, Thievul, Surfetch, Sensation. Okay, so you're getting that sword. Yeah. It's a tough list, man. It's a tough list for sure. Salandit, Pawniard. I'm almost like against picking this set right here, like the Pawniard Bisharp, even though I really like it, because I feel like those, like they built it in your head earlier with like the leaks and the rumors and everything that it was going to be like this Galar region against like the XY region, and they were like at war at some point in time, and you know I feel like Bisharp is from that army, and as in more, you got over here, a different army. So to kind of pick someone from a different army, just, I don't know, weird to me. So I'm just like, I can't pick Bisharp as much as I like him. But anyway, let's see. Noivern, Steelix, Conkeldurr. Keyleth, Threadmaw, Trubbish, Pikamiku, Milotic, If I can transfer my Pokemon, I'm probably going to transfer my 100 IV Milotic from Pokemon Go into this game. I don't like transferring Pokemon from Pokemon Go to an actual video game, but maybe not. Maybe I'll keep him. I don't know. Because I thought it was a good idea when I did it to Let's Go, and then I regretted it because then I got like rid of all my cool stuff and I don't play Let's Go anymore. But I still play Pokemon Go, so I think maybe I should keep him. I don't know. Crawdaunt, Ninjask, Hitmonlee, Lean Line, Pangoro, Clank Clank, Mr. Queen, Rouse, Scalade, ayy, okay. Dustclass, Dustnor, ayy, Machamp, okay. Gyarados, Hooper, Beware, love Beware. So I really loved Generation 7, man. I don't know about y'all, but Generation 7 was it, man. It sucks that we don't get to even touch the Alolan forms, because Alolan Vulpix, man. Let's see. Serena, Caterpie, Butterfree, Tao, Pidgeot, Lotad, Shiftry, Purloin, and Martino. Yeah, there's definitely enough Pokemon here to make yourself a solid list. So, I'm not as worried as I used to be about what to put on here. Yeah, that's surprising. And I also thought that when they did the thing with Surfetch, that they were gonna do something with what's that one Pokemon that doesn't do anything? Dunsparce. I was really thinking that they were gonna do something with Dunsparce, and that Dunsparce was gonna be, you know, viable or something. I don't know, and just nothing at all. But with the cut that they did with Pokemon, I guess I'm glad they didn't and not waste that, you know, opportunity for something else. So, oh, that's a good question. Oh boy, if I was a Galar Pokemon gym leader, what type would I pick? Dark type, man. I've always loved Dark type Pokemon, and with the addition of what we have now, I could probably make a list right now of what that's going to be. I'll probably make a playthrough just of Dark types, of course, with their variants. But I might do that because there's so many. Like, for sure, the Impidimp is going to be in there because look at him. And he'd probably be the one that I used to go Gigantamax, because you know who his Gigantamax form reminds me of? Like, I gotta find that like really quickly, like the Gigantamax form of him, because I need you guys to see. I'm gonna pull up the other picture too, and I'm gonna put them next to each other, and you're gonna be like, yeah, because like that's exactly what he reminds me of. Like, if you already have it in your mind, please comment it, because there's just no reason why you shouldn't be able to like tell the difference, you know, not see what I see. Like, the second I saw that image, it was the first thing that came into my mind. Like, they have the image like in a little square box, but I can't seem to make that screen increase in size. I don't know why, but that's okay. We're getting to the Gigantamax. We're coming up on him soon. This one. Look at that. Just look at that. Now let me pull it up here. Google. I can't remember the name of what it is called, but let's see. I just need to remember the name. Maybe Heartless List. Search Heartless. The Giant Shadow, but like. I don't know if it's even gonna show up, but I gotta see if I can find an image of it. Like these guys. Dark Sides? Is that what they're called? Dark Sides? Look at that. Look at that. What's it? Dark Sides. Kingdom Hearts Dark Sides. Look at him. This is exactly what he is. Let me go to images. I'm trying to, like, this right here. It's probably as close as I can get it. I'm just gonna move this here, and then just kind of like do that. Do you not see it? Like, look at the feet. Look at the hands, the arms, the color scheme. The body type, the aura, the hair. Look at the hair. Like, I know I'm not the only one that saw this the second that they saw that. Like, to me, this is a freaking Heartless. This is like, if you want to show like what Pokemon is going to be the baddest bad of freaking dark types, this guy right here, man. Look at him. He looks like he's just gonna like eat lightning and crap thunder on your ass, like. So I don't know, like, I'll tell you right. Let me go back up to the top because like I'm trying to show you guys like. Oh boy, you mean to make this hard for me? Come on. Just gonna get there really quickly. I just want to see that list one more time. Yeah, so like Hydreigon, dark type. That's gonna be one of the dark types that I'm gonna be picking up. So it's gonna be Hydreigon. Let's see what else we got here. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. We're just looking to see if we can make a team. I made my team already for Pokemon Shield. I'm looking at a team for Pokemon Sword now. That this one's gonna probably have more of you know, non-exclusives to this game, but at the same time, I'm looking to see because somebody asked me about what type of gym leader I would be, and I'm saying dark types. I'm just trying to look at what dark type Pokemon, and then I was just saying how like freaking Grimmsnarl's like Final Evolution, his like, Gigantamax form looks exactly like Darkseid from Kingdom Hearts, like the giant shadow. So it's ridiculous. Dex cuts, but I think starting. Yeah, I was trying to not be angry about the Dex cuts, but then when I found out that Metagross wasn't going to be in it, it just blew my freaking mind. Like, and he's my favorite, which is why it made me mad, but he's not the only pseudo that should have been there. Like, for example, what's his name? The Jet Pokemon. Oh man, I'm blanking out. You know who I'm talking about. The one that has like the scythes and whatnot. I can't remember his name. Wow, I'm blanking out right now. Gibble, Garchomp. Whew. Garchomp, yeah. But yeah, Garchomp, like, he's not in here either, and it's blowing my mind. So I don't get it. I don't get what's going on. So, yeah. Thank you. But it doesn't make any sense. Like, yeah, and I don't understand what they were thinking. Like, I get that they did a cut, but who thought it was a good idea to cut certain Pokemon but leave Natu in there? You know what I mean? Like, what? They keep the only reason I don't absolutely hate Venonite being in here is because there's a snowy area and you do want more ice types, but there are more ice types. They replace them with Cubchoo. You know what I mean? Cubchoo would have been a great option. Like, just could. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. The first Pokemon shown in the first trailer, Fletchling, is cut. What is that? That's such a good point. Like, what is that about? Like, how are you going to show a Pokemon and just be like, well, it was just for the trick, just to expand your imagination on what this whole generation could do for you? Like, what are you doing? Like, oh my god. I don't know, man. I don't know. They do have some good. I'm glad they kept certain things because, like, after a certain point, if you take certain things out, it's just not even worth playing anymore. Like the routes line, like, what do you know? If they had taken that out, but I'm just mad they took out Metagross. Like to me, Metagross was at the top, and the only thing around Metagross was either mythicals or legendaries or starters. Like, it was Metagross, Latios, Celebi, Cyndaquil, Mudkip, you know what I mean? Like, that was, like, up there on my top list of Pokemon. You just took it all away. Like, we're not getting none of that. They're like, you're gonna have to find some new favorites, bro, because you're not getting none of those. If you like, you're gonna have to get used to. The only good thing is we're gonna get some, or we better get some like mythical Pokemon, because I don't think we've gotten any mythical Pokemon so far. So, really, aside from that, like, that's the only thing I can think of is we need the mythical Pokemon. Um, yeah, they still haven't announced the mythical Pokemon list yet. So Mew, yeah, but like, it's a hard pill to swallow, man. To be honest, it is a hard pill to swallow. Just to get over the fact that you're not gonna get the Pokemon that like anyone who feels the same way. Now, I understand why they did it. I even support that they did it, but don't be closed to the idea of doing a DLC. You know what I mean? Like we're on a major console now. DLCs are possible. You know what I mean? Like freaking Smash Bros. They did a list of freaking fighters they were gonna include, making you think that was it, and then they were like, "Nope, we're gonna add a new list of fighters for you to fight with," and voila. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's closed off. And to be honest, I prefer that instead of you working on your next Pokemon title, just focus on a DLC for us that's gonna include at least another 100 Pokemon, at least. I'll even take 50, to be honest. I'll even take 50. Give me a DLC with at least 50 new Pokemon. I don't want anything else. I don't care for anything else. You know what I mean? Like, I heard we have a battle tree. That's fine. Just give me a DLC. Add my Pokemon in it. You know what I mean? Give me some good options, and we're gonna be good. Let's see. Well, there's at least 401. Not enough. That's what I'm saying. I agree. Not enough grass from this generation. I saw a couple other ones, but just from this generation, it felt like very limited. So I agree. I feel like maybe the Pokemons that they chose were what they did was they said, "This is what we're bringing from every other generation. The Pokemon we're inserting has to fill those gaps." And I think that's what we're looking at, because we don't see this many bug types. We don't see like all this other stuff that I saw. The amount of like stuff that they added on here. So, Meltan, let's go. Meltan, want to go to go. Let's go. Yep. They told us point blank that they will not be patching the game. I think that closes that door. It breaks my heart, man. It breaks my heart because I really, really would have. On the one hand, I get it. Pokemon's never been the kind of game that does DLCs, and I get that. I respect that. And honestly, I prefer games that don't do DLCs because just to me, I just like the full product. But at the same time, if you're gonna just stuff us like that, give us something to look forward to, man. Yeah, Trevenant. Yeah, honestly, Trevenant shiny form is one of my favorite Pokemon to shiny hunt, because I just love the look of it. So I think that's a good option, bro. I think that's gonna be a good one for you to look for, in terms of grass types. I am happy that we do get the Honedge line, because at first I didn't care for it, but I love the shiny versions of Honedge, and just to know that I'll be able to kind of shiny hunt for that makes me excited. So that's gonna be something really cool to look forward to. Um, this other really cool Pokemon, and can I be honest with you guys? I was really picky when it came to shiny Pokemon. Like, I didn't really care for them too much, except for like certain Pokemon that had like really cool color schemes. And then Pokemon Go really changed that for me. Like, Pokemon Go has like been releasing patches of shiny Pokemon here and there, and I think that's really been getting me excited in terms of other shiny types. So I don't like, back in the day when I shiny hunted, I shiny hunted for like two, maybe three Pokemon, and that was it. I was like, I don't really care for anything else. I feel like I might be shiny hunting for more now. You know what I mean? Like for more options, especially from the new gen. Like I cannot wait to see what freaking the color scheme for Impidim's evolution line is going to be. In shiny form. So I'm really looking forward to that. I like the I learned to I like the apple pie as far as new grass types. Can't wait to see it on Showdown. Yeah, I think it's skipping a Pokemon game for the first time in my Oof, that's tough. Skipping a Pokemon the first time in your life. Yeah, I'm not blaming you, man. Some are version exclusives. That means Frostmoth gets a Gigantic. I hope so, because if Frostmoth gets a Gigantamax, that's it. That he's breaking the game, because Frostmoth's typing is going to essentially just, in my opinion, just dominate everything. So like, I'm really hoping he has some base stats of like 570 or so. Like, I genuinely think he has like the ability to, because just from like, just if you look at the typings, just I think it's going to be fantastic. But if he gets a Gigantamax, you're going to pretty much be able to one hit KO almost anything that you need to one hit KO going forward, I think. Like I would pick Poltergeist, but my team only missing a resist to ground to resist everything. Yeah. Um, a resist to ground. Corviknight? No, because it doesn't have Levitate. Is there anything here with Levitate? I don't know. That's gonna be tough. Yeah, grass or bug. Yeah. Grass or bug. There's a lot of bug types this gen. Like, I think that's something we've been noticing. So, um, I was so hyped for a wild area, but if I can't express myself with my team, yeah. No, Gengar's here. Right here. Yeah, Gengar's right here. So we do get Gengar. Galarian Weezing, he's going to be fantastic. I think he's going to be in almost every meta team at least. Um, he's but at the same time, if he's going to be in every meta team, there's going to be some kind of steel Pokemon in every team, and that steel Pokemon's got to be fast. So I think Corviknight's going to be essential too. Like, Corviknight's going to make it towards the end. I genuinely think, just by everything I see. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have levitate, but his ability cancels other abilities. So I think he's gonna be overused. I think. Um, really, if you're gonna run Galarian Weezing, you're gonna have to run something that counters steel types. So anything that's fire, I would put that right next to. I would put that right next to freaking Weezing, just because you want to be able to annihilate it right away. Because he's gonna be super weak to steel types. He's gonna be poison, and he's gonna be um, fairy. So yeah. First thing Kento Weezing. Yeah. Yeah. I just think that you kind of got to prepare what you're going to be putting them up with. I hope that, if they still do like the double battles and everything, which I still think that's the kind of meta they want to go with. That's something you're going to have to be doing. Man. Do they have the Luxray line here? I don't think I saw the Luxray line. Because I liked Luxray in shiny form. I was really happy I was able to get that, so. I'm just going to read really quickly to see if I can find it. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. They have Arcanine, so that's something. I don't think I see it. Mm-mm. No, I don't see it. Avalog's here, though. That's cool. Yeah, I don't see him. Why is Type Null here? Ugh, whatever. You know what? Whatever. Oh my god, Centiskorch because I don't have the Gigantamax. Yeah, Centiskorch honestly would be a fantastic choice. And honestly, if somebody threw out Gigantamax, Frostmoth, Gigantamax Centiskorch would be the one to counter him because he's just as useful, I think. That or Gigantamax Charizard, but. I don't want to use Charizard anymore. I'm so tired of Charizard. Like, I love Charizard, but I'm tired of him. My goodness, like, it could only force him in your face so much before you're just done. Yeah. This is because Lily and Gladion are back and still annoying. Are they really? Oh, I didn't know that. Or, I don't know if they are, but if they are, then that would make sense. But, Boy, oh boy, oh. What are you gonna do though, right? Let's see. Let me get back to that list because I don't think I ever finished the list for for dark types. Let's see. We had Hydreigon. What else? I'm looking at just dark types. So just like a quick dark type gem. Hydreigon. Sora, Mimikyu. Toxicity. Oh my god. I hope we have enough dark types to make one. Sibleye is dark and ghost? I can't remember what his typing is. Ghost and psychic? I can't remember. Malamar. I do Malamar. With Contrary. Malamar with Contrary. That'd be pretty OP. Or it's something like Contrary, I think it was. I don't care for Mandibuzz. No, I don't care for that either. Umbreon. That's 3. Impidimp. That's 4. Bisharp. I'm considering Bisharp, but I'm not gonna put him on there yet, just because, as I said earlier, I feel like that's betrayal. The new Meowth evolution, I think I'd consider, because that's a dark type. No, is it? Or was it Steel type? I think it was Steel type. I don't know. It looked like it was a dark type, but we'll see. Right now I just have 4 though. Let me just leave it at that. Chrono Ninjas. Pangoro. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Just looking to see if I can make that dark type gem real quick. So far we have 4. Pangoro, I think he's a good option. He's got that fight with him. So let's see what else we got here. I'm really happy we have Gallade because they're breaking me out here, man. Taking so many good options from us. I love Beware. Actually, Stuffle, I think, is the cutest Pokemon in all of Pokemon, in my opinion. I love Stuffle, and just its cry. I did not believe I could be infatuated with a Pokemon the way I was with Stuffle when I first saw it. I thought it was the cutest thing in the world. I was so surprised. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I think like all the dark types available would be what I would have to choose because I don't see enough. Yeah, I think that. Oh my god. I wonder what the dark type gym is gonna consist of, unless they don't have a full team. Unless it's like maybe 5 Pokemon, you know what I mean? And instead of like the whole thing, it might be like 5. Berserker is such a good name. Yeah, I love Berserker. I thought that was so genius. Ah, I know. Please tell me you picked Inteleon. I've been telling everyone here that I was like dedicated to pick Scorbunny, and I did not care for Sobble at all. Like, and then when they first showed Inteleon's just like still frame, even then I was just like, oh, I'm glad I'm not picking Sobble. But then when they showed Inteleon like pretty much being Yusuke, shooting his spirit gun and like his water wrangle look style, like he looked like a cowboy. He looks like a freaking cowboy to me, like a cowboy from the western that shoots guns from his freaking fingers. Like, you can't get cooler than that. So I'm over here just like, I might have to consider it, but he like when I do my sword playthrough, because I'm gonna pick Scorbunny for Shield. I'm just gonna stick to it because that's what I committed to, and I haven't picked a fire starter in a while, so I need to commit to it. But when it comes to like to Sword, I'm more flexible there, and I gotta see what he's at in Sword. So the only one of the 3 starters that doesn't match previous themes in the final evils is Grookey's. Yeah, I don't really get Grookey's. Like I was telling people, like it's not that he looks bad. I don't get him. You know what I mean? I don't get his theme. I don't understand how he even applies to, you know, the theme so far. So I can't do it. I love him. Looks great. It's just not my. I don't think he's gonna be the one I pick. Yeah, yeah, Scorbunny does look like a Digimon. No, yeah, I get it. Scorbunny does look like a Digimon. That's terrible, but it's true. But yeah, his name looks like it should end with something Mon. No, I get it. And then when I saw him kicking that fireball, it to me was like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like he might be too, too. I think he's too theme based on what the Galar region is. You know what I mean? Like with the whole soccer theme. I think that just don't make him exclusive to that, because, you know, if a Gen 9, when that comes out, for example, they're not going to be soccer based, and I want to play, you know, Scorbunny, and then I got to be the guy that has like a soccer theme on a new generation, and I don't want to be that guy. I don't know, but I still like his look. I still like the fact that he's fire with fighting. I still like his general appeal, and honestly, just Scorbunny alone, not even the evolution line, just Scorbunny alone, I really like. So I think I'm just gonna pick him for that reason. Um, so it still matches. So yeah, I guess it matches his weapon pattern. Um, is a reach. Because what does he do? Like, he makes like a little fireball, throws it to the ground, and then he kicks it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm assuming that's what he's gonna do. But what's more efficient? Making a fireball, throwing it to the ground, and punting it? Or, you know what I mean? Freaking spirit gun, you know what I mean? Like, or playing the drum, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I can't believe how much I'm liking Inteleon. It's driving me crazy. Swampert and Primarina. Swampert, I love Swampert. I think Swampert's probably the most well-balanced starter, just because water ground, I think it's fantastic. Prevents him from damage from lightning, which is always something that they were weak to, and then just his attack and just everything about him was pretty OP, I think. Primarina, I wasn't too much of a fan of it. Or for Alligator. Knuckle Dusters, yeah. I don't know, I loved Swampert. It's one of my favorite Pokemon, but let's see. But yeah, I think that's what we got going on here, guys. I think it's just, it feels like such a limited list to pick from, and that's just driving me crazy. But if I was gonna make a dark gem here, let me just count it one more time. Hydreigon. I can't even. I don't even remember what I was gonna go through really quickly. Hydreigon. Let's see. God, I can't even. There's like nothing. Oh, Malamar, Impidimp, Umbreon. I'd have to pick like one of these other ones that I don't want to, because there's just not enough. I mean, unless my gym is only a 5 Pokemon gym. Mandibuzz. Bisharp, I think, is also dark. And then Bisharp. That's 6. That'd be it. You know what I mean? That's all they gave us this game. I don't know. Limited as hell, but what are you gonna do, right? Ugh, so frustrating. Oh my god. Ugh. But I would love a dark type gym. I mean, I'm pretty sure what I just named is what's gonna be that dark type gyms. Like, that's what they're gonna have, because they're just, I don't even see enough on here to make that happen. I can't believe it's such a limited list. There's got to be more. There's got to be more. There's got to be more that comes out later. A post game Dex. There's got to be more, because this is. I don't know, man. Maybe they haven't beaten the game. Whoever leaked it. Knock on wood. Oh man. So disappointing. But let's see. For a total of 94 Pokemon. Oh. Alright, well, let me refresh this page, see if anything else has come out since then. Nope. Well, yeah. Yeah, this is what we got going on here. There's a circle in her hair. There's the fuse. Oh, I didn't even notice that. This is a reach. Fraligator doesn't have brass knuckles on. Fraligator. No, but when he goes mega evolved, I think his knuckles become like bigger, bulkier. But it just looks like a brawler. That's the Swamper one. I mean, well, I'm talking about Mega Swamper, Mega Swamper. That's what I'm referring to, not Fraligator. I don't think Fraligator has anything. But to see that, okay, so that's the team I'm gonna be picking as I play through the game. It's gonna be Cinderace, Grimmsnarl, Toxtricity, Frostmoth, Zamazenta, probably Dracovic. I hate that I have to pick him. My God, it just really pisses me off. Or Dreadnought. I might just do Dreadnought and say screw it. Because I just, as much as I hate it, I need a water type. But, or Cramorant, I don't even know. I think that was it, right? That was 5 or 6. Let's see, Cinderace, Grimmar, Toxicity, Frostmoth, Zamazenta. Oh yeah, and then Dracovic. Yeah. So that's gonna be my 6. But like I said, I don't think I'm gonna be able to access like half of these until like later on. So I'm gonna be focusing on getting stuff early on. Like my temporary electric type is gonna have to be Yamper's Evolution, Bolthound. I'm probably going to run Corviknight because even though he might not be in my team in the end, I might need to switch into him if I realize that I'm going to need something to stop the, fairies or, toxic Pokemon or yeah, poison, I'm sorry. So I might need to do that. So Corviknight might be the guy I use for that. I don't think I have a steel type in that team that I mentioned. Let's see, fire, dark, fairy, electric, poison, ice, bug, water, dragon. Yeah, I don't have a steel type, so I think Corviknight might be my replacement depending on who I'm battling. Whatever I see that they have, I might either choose the water or I might choose the steel, depending on what it is that they use. So I think that'd be the safest way to play that. It's not a person close a fan. It's not thin ice or even pretending to be a weapon. Yeah, that was surprising. I thought Cramorant was going to have the ability to, or at least have a mini evolve form, but the fish does. So, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of Yamper, but you know what? Bolthound does look cool. And I'm really interested to see what this color scheme would be in Shiny. And I really, really wanted to use Coalossal. I hate that he looks like Rhyperior. That's like the only thing I see in my head when I see him is Rhyperior, and I don't need to. You know what I mean? Like, and the other thing is one of the reasons that I really want, like, my playthrough team is going to be totally different than my, like, end of the game team. Because I know I'm going to want to run that Ponyta. I am not going to play this without that Ponyta. Like, I have to have that in my team. I have to have Corviknight in my team. I have to have, I don't know what else looks cool or cute that I want to have. Duraludon. Duraludon's got to be in my team. I like it. I want to try Phalanx because that looks like it's like an adorable Pokemon to have. That's just tough. The Galarian Weezing, the Corsola line, as sad as that is. The Darumaka line, even the Zigzagoon line, the Obstagoon, that looks cool. So Catbus. Wish Catbus was a Pokemon. I'm trying to think what that would even be. And then what do we got? Dragapult? What is that? I mean, I get it. He reminds me too much of Haxorus, to be honest. Haxorus that has literally a catapult in his head. Oh, from Totoro, yeah. I didn't even think about that. My goodness. That's crazy. I did not expect this to be the list of Pokemon we were going to get. The roughest part is that I see most of these Pokemon, and I just think to myself, I'm never going to use a majority of them. You know what I mean? Like, I just have zero interest in them. And even other generations, I'm like, I might use that one later, you know, or I will use it later, but some of these, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever touch an Alcremie. Ever. I might do it for the decks. That's it. But I will never do it just for fun, or like because I think it's something I want on my team. Or the Galarian Mr. Rhyme or Mr. Mime. Zero interest. Absolutely zero interest. E no interest. SQ, zero interest. Silicobra, depending on its stats, I don't think I'm ever going to use him. The Squirrel, Greedent. Wooloo, I don't know. Maybe, no. I don't think I'll ever use Wooloo. Yeah, it's a Dragon Ghost type Pokemon, so it's not actually a terrible mix. Galarian, Darmanitan, it's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be good. I was actually really excited when I saw that he was gonna be on here, because I thought he was one of the most underappreciated Pokemon in when he came out in Hoenn. But I think there's actually, hopefully he's got a little bit more going on for him this time around. So. I'm actually interested in Grablock, Clobopus and Crablock. At first, I was like, not another crab fighting Pokemon, but then I was just like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, I didn't use crab, whatever. I didn't use him, so why not? This guy looks pretty cool. He looks like he'll put, you know, he'll give you that 2-piece with a side of fries and a drink. You know what I mean? Like, so he might not be a terrible option. I'm interested in Orbeetle, just because he is Bug Psychic. Right there, that neutralizes one of his weaknesses. But for 2, because he's Psychic, I could only assume he's going to have higher special defense. And if he does have higher special defense, Fire-type attacks, Ice-type attacks, which for the most part are special attack form, and are usually the biggest weakness, maybe they're not going to be as impactful or, you know, as damaging as normally, which means that he might not be such a bad tanker, you know, special defense wise. Of course, if he gets like a Fire Crunch, he's dead, but that's just my opinion. More fighting is weird for them. I don't know if I believe it. Mono fighting is weird for them. Yeah. Bug doesn't resist Bug, I think, but it will be able to switch in on a fighting type move. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the case for that one. Yeah, man. I'm excited because I get to play both. You know what I mean? I get to play Sword and Shield, and I want to be able to pick. I don't think I am interested enough in playing all 3 starters in one team. You know what I mean? You can, but I never really felt like I wanted to. I don't feel like I would want to this time either. I guess I could, but I feel like it'll limit my playthrough with other Pokemon. But to be honest, it might not be the worst option either. But I don't know. That's where I'm at with that one, guys. Yeah. Yeah. Quiver Dance for sure, man. I'm telling you, I'm excited. Frostmoth, I think, is going to be probably the craziest Pokemon in this game, man. I'm so sure of it. I'm so sure of it. He's going to be the craziest Pokemon in this game. Like, even more than Toxicity or whatever his... I can't say his name for my life. Toxtricity. I think he's going to be just ridiculous. I think Corviknight's also going to be ridiculous too. But I think everyone and their mother's going to have a Corviknight, so... Now, Copperajah, I'm interested in that one. He looks like he's going to be a crazy tank, and he's a steel type. I don't know how good he's going to do in here because there's so many fire Pokemon, but not enough ground types, you know what I mean? So who knows, right? He might stand a chance. He might be able to stand a chance. So... you think he'll have default? Oh my god. You don't like Corviknight, Miss Skarmory. Skarmory had a whole bunch of good things that it did with the spikes and everything. Yeah, I think Corviknight will be a decent replacement for him. He now has the weaknesses of a flying type, but you know we can't take the good without the bad. So, but yeah, the Fog. Oh my god, he's gonna be he definitely egg moves, I think. Definitely gonna be egg moves wise. I know Ice Cube, I think is how you say his name. He's probably gonna have that. I have zero interest in Pincurchin, nor in IDD. I don't even know why that's there. Now, I will say a Pokemon that I never would have thought would have been really useful until now is Stunkfish, or Stunkish, or whatever the heck you say his name. Like, he's ground steel. He might be able to do some damage here, guys. He might be viable this time around. Like, and viable enough to be, you know, contender for... to do stuff. There will be a reason to run that slept on offensive scar set. It's interesting. Some people like him. I don't know. Like, he's gonna have Pin Missile. I'll tell you that. I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna be like. Yeah, we're gonna come across a lot of Eldegoss too. Eldegoss is gonna be on everyone's team because it's a grass type, and whoever does not pick Rillaboom, they're gonna have that grass type to start for the beginning of the whole thing. Because they're gonna pick Raboot, and Raboot's gonna be weak to Sobble, and then Eldegoss is gonna do that. Or they're gonna pick Inteleon, and they're gonna have a grass Pokemon, and then they're gonna put a Colossal or something. Ooh, I just realized though, Nickit is a dark type Pokemon. Thievul is a dark type Pokemon. Oh. And Morpeko is also lightning dark. I'm looking for more dark types, that's why I was just peeking real quick. Oh. So I guess there's some more options. And then of course the Obstagoon. Refresh my page. Okay. Well, guys, I think we went over some really good Pokemon options. I don't think anything new showing up either. But I definitely feel like we went over some good Pokemon options and created a team here. I feel confident with what I'm going to be playing going forward. What do you guys think? What Pokemon do you think you guys are going to be putting in your team? I know you guys have been mentioning some of the stuff you guys are interested in, but any teams that you guys have in mind, please by all means let me know. I'd be more than happy to know what teams you guys are looking at. Compelling cases, you know, that I can that I can look into. Stunkish is going to be ground and steel. So it looks like he's definitely going to be a competitor here going forward. Oh, man. I'm so sorry. Mine's revolved around Metagross, so you're not alone. I lost everything there, and it's just, I don't know. I gotta figure it out. This team I just made now. I have no basis off of it. I have no idea their attacks. I have no idea what they're going to be able to do. The safest thing I could do is pick type protection. And that's why I went with it, because I just need to get some type protection, some, just what can I make sure I hit going forward. That's really it. Yeah, Draco Vish, it's the water dragon, and then Simmons into the fighting steel against Grimmsnarl if I have to come across it, Toxtricity if I have to come across it, or whatever else is weak to steel types. Just he's gonna be that guy. So yeah. Yeah, to me, Toxtricity is going to be that guy. He's like the mascot, I think, of this gen. Like, he's pretty OP. Looking at least. He's pretty OP looking at least. But based on his looks, he might be something that the bad guy uses. Like, they might be using that against us. But, yeah. Alright, guys. Well, I think that does it. I think I safely picked a team here. I think I picked a team, I think I'm ready for the next gen going forward. Hopefully, as we play through the game and we learn their abilities and we learn their moves and their egg moves and certain combos and what's gonna work best in the metas, their IVs, their in-game stats. Hopefully, once we learn those numbers, we can make a more solid adjustment to what we want in our team and go from there and have a solid team going forward. But I think aside from that, this is going to be good for now. I'm really excited for the game. I'm trying to look past all the negative stuff that we all feel. Yeah, by December for sure, everything should be available. All the data mining will be done, and all the stuff that's hidden, like the mythicals and stuff, should be available for us. So we'll be able to see it all then. But yeah, pretty excited about that. But yeah, for anyone who hasn't been able to be a part of this video with me, or with us I should say, please by all means let me know what you think, what Pokemons you like, what you don't like, and what is going to be your team as of right now. And then January 1st, let's do a comparison to see where we all left off, to see if we were right. We'll do a comparison list on what your Pokemon team is now to what your Pokemon team is going to be then, and see if you stuck to it, see if anything's changed dramatically, see if your assumptions were correct on what Pokemon was going to be able to do what. So let's go ahead and do that, see what that comes out to be. The Stonehenge one, I think I saw it, I think it means Stonejourner. It says it's rock and something else, but it doesn't say what the other one is, so we don't know. More than likely, like, it's either gonna be steel or ground, but I don't know yet. Maybe fairy, I don't know. But yeah, guys. Aside from that, that should be it. I probably will do another stream here later on, Pokemon related as well. I kind of got to get hyped back into Pokemon, so I might be playing some Pokemon Let's Go Eevee just to get myself back in that Pokemon world. You know what I mean? Get me excited. So if anyone just wants to tune in and watch, or maybe I'll do another video in regards to these leaks if anything comes out as well. But by all means, just tune in. I appreciate everyone that followed, everyone that tuned in. Thanks again for all of that. But again, until next time, I am Jose. This is 2G1VG. Don't forget to share, like, and all that good stuff. We do appreciate it. And yeah, until next time, you guys take care. Bye.